Okay, so now you have a bit of an overview of using questionnaires in your NEA from the previous little video. We're going to look a little bit more in depth at just an example. So SurveyMonkey. Using Google Forms is a perfectly good way of doing a questionnaire. However, if you want to do something a little bit more in depth, perhaps, then this is a really good option. Okay, don't be fooled when you first go to the website. You'll see displayed all of their different pricing plans. You absolutely do not need to buy one of those plans. If you just go up to the top tab, you'll see there's a tab that says products, and if you just click on that and then click on questionnaires or surveys, you will then get taken to another page where you'll see that you can actually create one for free. Okay, so don't be fooled by the way they've presented it on their website. So we're just going to look first of all at an example. So they do have these templates, which might be good to look at initially, but remember you will have to adjust them quite a lot, or you can start from scratch, or you can use this thing called Genius Assistant where you can tell it what type of survey you want to create. So when you start doing a survey, you should already have an idea of what it is that you want to actually ask about. Now, I would say keep it fairly specific. So you will already have done some research and you'll have identified an area that you maybe want to find out more about. Okay, so we're going to use this as an example. So let's say that I had done some research and I knew that I wanted to think more in depth about neighborhood events. Okay, so I'm not just doing a general thing, I'm specifically looking at asking people some very tailored questions. Okay, so just look at the type of questions. So it might be quite a broad question and then you're giving some options. Okay, so that's one way of doing it, doing multiple choice. You can also have these type of questions where, so this is a really good example. If you do not participate in activities in this neighborhood, why not? So you've asked, do you do something? And then if not, why not? Okay, so that's a really good way of finding out a little bit more about the way people think, the way people feel about things. It might be suitable for you, it might not be. Okay, so you can have these questions where they fill something in. Again, another multiple choice question here. There are also questions that you can add in here that have scales of 1 to 10. Okay, they're really useful. So within SurveyMonkey, there's lots of different models of questions that you can use. So you've got a lot more variety of the types of things that you can ask. Okay, they also then, this is just a sample of how results would display. So it already says here, open-ended responses will not display in this form. Okay, so you can't obviously get a graphic that kind of tells you all the different things that people typed in. So that's something to think about as well, is how you're then going to display the results. If you're asking a lot of these questions where people type in their own answer, you need to think about how you then deal with those answers. So always nice to do some multiple choice ones so that you get some nice clear graphics to display as well. Okay, so here's another way. So then you would then take these images and you would put these into your slides. Okay, so really nice and clear, and as you can see, it's a really good way of gathering quite a lot of information in quite a succinct way. Okay, in terms of actually who you send them to and how you get that information, you may be limited to people you know. There are ways of actually sending it out to an anonymized group of people. You can look into that if you want to, but we're certainly not, we're not going to recommend that you spend money or anything, but that is an option within SurveyMonkey as well. You'll probably just send it out to people that you already know. Okay.